अच्छा जी, हमें जो फीडबैक मिल रही है ना फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड कल्चर फेस्टिवल जो कि आजकल कराची में हो रहा है, इट इज़ अमेजिंग। मतलब लोगों का ये कहना है कि जो चीज़ें हम सोशल मीडिया पे देखते थे, तसव्वुर करते थे कि ये परफॉर्मेंस कैसी होगी, ये डांस कैसा होगा, ये म्यूज़िक कैसा होगा, नाउ पीपल कैन एक्चुअली सी इट अप फ्रंट लाइव। तो ये बहुत बड़ी सक्सेस है।
पैसे नहीं लगाने, आपको ट्रैवल नहीं करना, आपको कोशिश नहीं करनी, ये सब आपको आपके घर में, अपने शहर में पहुंचा दिया गया है। और ये ज़ाहिर है आर्ट्स काउंसिल की कोशिश है और ये सिलसिला चल रहा है जनाब। वर्ल्ड कल्चर फेस्टिवल में मुख्तलिफ परफॉर्मेंसेस हो रही हैं और आज हमारे साथ लेबनान से एक थिएटर आर्टिस्ट कह लीजिए, डायरेक्टर, आर्टिस्टिक डायरेक्टर ऑफ थिएटर, सो mix of everything.
Mix of everything, and Sahar
You gave me a term for it as well.
Yes.
Documentary theatre, that's what I had written it down because I wanted to remember that. Sahar Asif is with us from Lebanon. Sahar, welcome to Pakistan.
Thank
Welcome
you,
to Geo Pakistan.
Thank you, Abdullah.
So let's start off with documentary theatre.
Yeah.
How do you describe it? What is it?
Is documentary theatre?
Great. So thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. Documentary theatre is a kind of theatre that's based on real events and real stories and documents. So the process of making documentary theatre involves lots of research. We go out and collect documents, and by documents I mean it could be police reports, it could be newspaper articles, it could be sociological studies, basically documents that are out there, accessible, real documents, emails of people, like personal emails.
That's very important.
It is indeed, and it also involves doing interviews, personal testimonies is a big part of documentary theatre.
That sounds like a lot of journalism, research
exactly.
involved in theatre, because otherwise when we think of theatre it's usually
a story being told on
fiction.
stage.
Fiction, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So we refer to, there's a famous quote on documentary theatre by a practitioner and academic, Karl Martin, who says like documentary theatre is superior, kind of, and apologies, you're both journalists, to media, to journalism, because it is very subjective. But in terms of the process, it's investigative, like investigative journalism. And documentary theatre is the big term. So we have different kinds of documentary theatre.
So you would say, Sahar, that it's a bit of a reenactment of current issues or world issues.
You can say it's a reenactment, but the production can take so many different shapes.
Sure.
And there's, it can be a reenactment, of the
storytelling,
events,
narration.
but also it's an interpretation, because the documents, like you go out and collect all these documents, but as a theatre maker, the way I'm building the puzzle and putting it all together.
It's the way you decipher it.
Exactly, because if I do it, it's going to be probably a different interpretation. If you, Huma, like collect everything and bring it together, so there's a lot of subjectivity in it and the voice of the artist, the creator.
So it's my understanding of somebody's personal story or something or some event which has already happened, world event, or a personal story, and and then I project it the way I want it. So what are you showcasing here in this festival this time around?
So I started working with the graduate students from the Academy of the Art Council on Sunday, and we will be performing on Friday, a performance that is based on, we're calling it Stories from the Room. So we're using the stories, our stories in the room. So basically I have 7 students I'm working with, and I'm teaching them the process of making documentary theatre. So
you were actually making documentary theatre since you arrived, and then you would be presenting it on Friday.
So were you in touch with these performers, these students?
No, not.
That's a quick one.
Briefly on WhatsApp, but really like the work commenced on Sunday. So what we're doing for Friday is that we're using our own stories and personal testimonies. So there's a process for that. We did one-on-one interviews, like together, like the students interviewed each other.
And the talent that you found here, it matches your vision of what you want to do?
Oh, they're absolutely amazing. I'm really, heart touched by the quality of the students, their commitment and their passion. Like they barely want to take breaks. Yesterday I was like, let's all take a lunch break, and they're like, no.
Okay, so this is on Friday.
Yes.
And you'll also be conducting workshop?
Yes, so it's part of the workshop. So the presentation, we're calling it a presentation because you need time to produce a proper theatre. So we've been working only 2 days now. Today's the 3rd day, and we're going to actually perform in front of the public on Friday. So it's going to be a showcasing of what we learned and, you know, a demo of what this work could be.
Lovely.
Very interesting. In fact, I feel this is
That
something
is
that
very
you
interesting,
guys
actually.
should not miss. Thank you so much, Sahar,
And this is also
being
new
here.
to us. We have never heard. We
हाँ,
have never heard
ये बड़ी
of
मुख्तलिफ
documentary
चीज़ है
theatre.
क्योंकि इसमें बड़ा फैक्चुअली जो हो रहा है
today.
दुनिया में जो कंटेंट है वो उस किस्म का इट्स नॉट अ स्टोरी एज सच तो आप
But it can
उसको
also
देख
be a
सकते हैं.
story, right?
Of
That's
course
the way it is
Yeah.
showcased as well.
So thank you,
जो मैं को है
Sahar,
जी जाके ज़रूर देखें
for
आप.
being with us.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.